Right then, welcome back. Today, well, we're doing the setup for this, aren't we? 2008 Fireblade, a bike very close to my heart because there is Mrs. Moto's, her glorious 2008 red blade, and that's what she did to it. Yep, she absolutely destroyed it. She decided, after a very long day in the saddle, to have an argument with a bit of gravel and fire it into those lovely stone walls that you see in the pictures. There was not a panel or a piece of that motorcycle that was not damaged, apart from, drumroll please, the pillion seat. Everything else was destroyed, absolutely destroyed. So yeah, we had a nice pile of parts and a very messed up motorbike. But anyway, she was alright, a few bumps and bruises, all good. Back to the game, and where did we go? Well, I wanted tracks that let the bike sort of get going. Use the power, get the performance like opened up and start using the tyres. So the first place we went, Magny Cours, track that I like very well, one of my favourites, and we absolutely destroyed them. We started 20th on the grid and we won in the end. 10-second lead, absolutely daft. Then I thought, well, we'll go to Valencia. Have not used Valencia very much. We'll go and have a look there. Now there was some tweaking to do. You can see, watch this front tyre through this corner. Ooh, go on, get that right up you. Yeah, red. Factor 50 on that. And yeah, we were mucking about with it. It wanted to wheelie a bit. It was sliding about. It didn't feel great. This Road Atlanta, really, look at the bumps through here. The bike. I mean, it might just be the track. I suspect it is. Although I did go back on the race modified version, and we went top of the leaderboards. But that's a story for another time. Where else did we go? Went to VIR North again. Quick through there. It was using the tyres well. They were warming up properly. They weren't wearing out too fast. So yeah, then Kyle Army. Whoa, do you know what? I need to go to this place more. Look at this corner, 150 mile an hour on the way in, and then hard on the brakes. Look at it, absolutely fighting. I mean, it's a serious stop. That a really serious stop. But I like this place. Only the one layout. It's got loads of elevation change. Yeah, really good. Whoa, dear me. But yeah, it's a good bike. I'll do the pros and cons in a bit, but I didn't really know what to expect. It's a bit unloved in motorbiking circles, the 2008 Blade. Oh, it's boring, it's this, it's that, the other. Yeah, well, it's not. It's absolutely mega. So, last one, we did Kanto in the wet, just for shits and giggles, because it's a litre bike and it slides about. I mean, this next right-hander, getting on the gas, I like the way that they slide, and then they just pull a little wheelie just as the grip gets on. But yeah, really, just a good bike. If you're using 1000cc bikes for the first time, it's a really nice one to use. You can use it standard, just do the suspension, maybe stick a pipe on it. It's very stable. But yeah, like I said, we'll get to the pros and cons in a minute. I don't want to go into it too much, but I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure, like I said, what to expect, but it's a good bike. I'm looking forward to using the newer versions. Hopefully there's a performance increase. And where do we end up? Well, we ended up there. Now, big things to note are preload settings. We are talking serious differences in values. 4 on the front, 8 on the rear. That was just to get it to handle how I wanted it to handle. Front shock's almost fully wound up, so if you're running a softer tyre and it's cooking it, then you've not got a massive amount of adjustment left. I tended to favour the medium front on a litre bike. I think the soft can be a bit too soft and it pancakes. It hasn't quite got the strength in the tyre. It can be a bit weird. And that was it really. I didn't muck about with the gearing. I run the calibrations on soft. I don't tend to go to the aggressive setting. I don't like it. I find it a bit too reactive for me. And pros and cons. Well, pros, very stable under braking. Even on engine braking level 3, it will not step out of line very far. Very good on the brakes. As I said, it's a great novice 1000cc bike. If you're just getting into the fast events, we're using the stock 1000 stuff, it's a great place to start. If you're turning the difficulty up, if you want a challenge, if you're running it on 120 and you want a bike that you're going to have to ride the wheels off it to get to the front, because a Panigale V4 is smashing this all over the place. However, it's a great bike, and as you've seen from other videos that I've put out, it pulls massive wheelies. Cons, it is slow for a 1000cc bike. That's a challenge within itself, so do with it what you would like. Bit unloved and overlooked. It is the 08 Blade. They got absolutely panned by the press and the media. Yeah, It was bigger and heavier than the old one. It wasn't a Moto GP rep like the one that it replaced. It wasn't this. It was still a 170 horsepower motorcycle, which, if you've ridden one, it's fast enough. I mean, it did about 105, 106 miles an hour in first gear. Absolutely unnecessary, but we don't ride them because they're boring. So I could understand what the press was saying, but I mean, the miles that I did on Mrs. Moto's, it was like, don't let me ride that anymore, because I have no self-control and it will just, I'll be going to jail without my driving licence. And the last one lacks excitement, and in game, yeah, if you get the setup right, you get it sliding about, get it wheeling, it is quite a lot of fun. But I get that it's just an inline 4, it's not a V4, it's not a this or that or the other. So you pays your money, you takes your chance. If you love blades and you get it set up properly, it's absolutely mega. If you want something a bit more raw and fighty that's going to like spit you off at every opportunity, then this is not going to do it. Electronic settings, mainly anti-wheelie 1, engine braking 2/3, depending on how I felt and what I wanted, and then traction control 0 or 1. Doesn't really have massive traction issues. It's not like it's pumping out 260 horsepower, but yeah. And that's it. That's it from me. I will see you soon. I'm going to do the race modified Fireblade next. That's what we're doing. I'm not going to do 6 videos. I'll put one video out, a montage of all the stuff that I did, and then we'll do the setup video. So rather than 2 videos a day, I might go down to 1 video every couple of days or mix it up. I'm going to be doing some cycling over Christmas as well, so I might record them and get them put out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens and we'll see what takes my fancy. But thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to send me a comment. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a nice, safe Christmas. Don't do anything daft. Don't start kissing people who've got COVID just because you're pissed. We all know how stupid people can be. But yeah, fingers crossed. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.